Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Inspiring Voices. I'm your host, Avni Bansal, and I'm so excited to have you here. This podcast is all about appreciating the incredible journeys of women who've made their mark and overcome tough challenges to reach where they are today. This podcast is dedicated to all young girls with big dreams who need a source of inspiration, a role model, and advice to get there. Today's guest is Miss Mitali Wagle Naik, who is a legal professional working in DSK Legal since 2011. She started as an associate and rose up the ranks to be a partner at this prestigious law firm. Holding a solicitor degree from the Bombay Incorporated Law Society and a BLS LLB from a government law college, she is an inspiration to many young women. So, tell us a bit about your growing up journey. What inspired you to pursue this career?
I think my mom always wanted to be a lawyer. And when I was a little girl, I remember her telling me when I was a year and a half old, she saw a lot of her friends who were probably facing difficulties at home. And Avni, this is way before your time, right? When probably women faced a lot more challenges than we do today, with their in laws probably not treating them well, some of their husbands not treating them well. And she decided that my daughter is never going to be one who would face these issues, and she would someday stand up for herself and for women around her. And the best way she thought that was possible was by making me a lawyer. Obviously, I always had a knack for reading as I was growing up, and I had a love for arts or subjects like political science and economics and sociology. um, Hated maths and science. Um, so I knew I had to find something that suited my best interest. Um, also loved to talk, uh, debate things out, argue things out, much like you have needed a lot of MUNs probably and elocution competitions. We didn't have much MUNs happening back then, but did as many as I could. um, and decided this was the best way forward for me. And I don't think I've ever regretted this decision till date.
That's really inspiring. It shows how early passions can guide our future. What were some of the challenges you faced in getting to this point in your career, and how did you overcome them? In your view, did you face any of these challenges just because you are a woman?
I think I did in my initial days of my career. I realized that when me and a male counterpart would discuss the same issue, my clients would most of the times look at my male counterpart for validation of what I have said to them. At times that was humiliating because I felt I had a lot to say, but probably my voice wasn't heard as much till my male counterpart did not agree with what I said. I think as a woman, probably that's the biggest challenge I have faced. Luckily, I've always been with a law firm that has respected women as much as they've respected men, and my career path was never defined by my gender. It was by my capabilities. So that was a blessing. A great boss was a blessing. Uh, but yes, it did take some time for my clients to believe that I probably had the same things or better things to explain to them or help them with than my male counterparts.
That resilience is really inspiring. It's a reminder that challenges can truly make us stronger. Do you feel there's any disadvantage of being a woman in your chosen career? If yes, then how are you overcoming these disadvantages?
Very frankly, I won't call it a disadvantage, but I think as you grow older and you have family responsibilities as well as career responsibilities, it sometimes just becomes a difficult to juggle, both together. Uh, I think what's important to know is at the end of the day, we are all humans. We are going to make mistakes. We are going to find difficulties. Uh, Obviously, having a supportive partner and a supportive family is very, very important in all of this. Uh, but I think the one way to work about it is just work hard and give it your best. You will be where you're meant to be.
Your perspective on turning disadvantages into growth opportunities is really inspiring. Now, with the benefit of hindsight, is there anything you would advise your 15-year-old self to do differently?
Yeah, I would tell myself to stress a little less, worry a little less, think less about what other people think of me, and my career choices and my personal choices. Uh, Spend as much time with your friends, guys. These times are never going to come back. Um, like I said, work hard. Your friends will continue inspiring you to be your best. If you have good friends, your family will continue inspiring you. Don't take yourself that seriously, guys. Just keep on working. Give it your best shot. Be a good person, and you're definitely going to be where where you aim to be in life.
That's really thoughtful advice. It's something so many young girls can benefit from hearing. Do you have any message for the young teenage girls who are looking up to successful women?
Um, Believe in yourself, girls. Nothing in this world that you can't achieve. There's nothing in this world that you can't do. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for people around you. Be kind. Everyone's facing a battle that you guys are not aware of, that I'm not aware of. Just be kind and give it your 100%. Trust me, the world is going to be an amazing place for you girls to be in. And I'm looking forward to see what you guys can do. I've seen the confidence with which all you young girls deal with, the stress that comes to your life, um, the confidence with which you deal things, and I'm sure you're going to achieve super great heights. So just keep moving forward with the best that you have.
Thank you for that. It's such an inspiring message for the next generation of change makers. Thank you for coming on the podcast and telling us about your journey and how it's been important to you and to the rest of the young women.
Thank you, Avni. Thank you so much for having me on this podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.